It started as any other rainy day.
We actually got the first 911 river rescue call of that day.
Fire and medical. What city is your emergency in?
It was for approximately 4 to 8 people that were stuck somewhere underneath the Dairy Mart Bridge.
We will absolutely need lifeguards to this location. Copy that.
And everything just started to go crazy after that.
Send it.
Water Rescue 3.
We got dispatched to the Beta Street incident.
Once we got to Mountain View, we were pretty much on our own for the most part. We had resources spread thin throughout the city.
Engine 2 from Engine 2, firefighter on tech. Go for Engine 2 on 7 kilo.
We heard there was potentially trapped victims, children trapped in a house with water levels rising.
We got 4 kids in that address, and they said the water is almost as high as the cabinets right now.
And so the captains between the 3 units made a decision that, hey, we're gonna insert the 2 firefighters and make a rescue on the children first.
Sean is going in the house with Carlson Board right now and picking up 1 kid. Copy that. Current is increasing, so stay together.
The first house we made it to was not the original address location with the kids. However, we were met with bystanders who told us that there was a child in the house, the water level was rising. We couldn't pass up that known person to get him out, so I swam in, got the child, I believe approximately 4 years old, and then paddled them back out to the street.
Now the water's probably chest to neck high.
Engine 2 swimmers, you have debris coming downstream. We have new flow.
Making our way finally to that house and then seeing, in fact, a mom with 3 kids in that house.
I think they were all in the same boat of shock. They were all saying they didn't know how it got so bad so fast.
And we worked on pulling the first child, who I chose to pull the youngest one out of that house.
Then we got calls that there was a lady who needed help.
Engine 2 swimmers from Engine 2. Also a new address, someone up to their neck inside.
We have 2 people going for kids that are gonna drown. I have a wheelchair-bound grandma that is going to drown. We just looked at each other and it was like, I'm going.
It's their emergency, not ours. We're supposed to be there to help, and so keeping that mindset and just making sure that I always move forward with a plan.
At some point, there was a sit-on-top kayak that came to us.
Being overwhelmed with resources and all that, we had to use whatever we could. So I took the kayak, went back to the house, and got the second child. We realized the kayak was very unstable. I had to basically make the decision to ditch the kayak and shelter in place on a fence.
When we left the supervision of the captains, they said, do not cross Beta Street.
We will not be able to get you. I do not want you crossing the current.
Hey, policy and procedure says that if we follow it, these people are going to drown. So I call firefighter Arneson, I call Arneson, like, hey, I have an immediate medical patient. We're at my location. Can you help me?
That was one of those difficult decision points where I had to transfer the active rescue with these kids to my partner, my engineer, and decide to swim across the current, across the street to go help that lady. She had no strength. She was clinging to the back of a jet ski with these 2 approximately 20-year-old men there trying to help her. I ended up having to knock down a fence and push the jet ski into the neighbor's backyard, where I found a garden hose and tied the jet ski off with the garden hose and then towed it up current on the back alley to a dry area so we could offload her and make sure that she was out of the way of the rising water.
Engine 2 rescue swimmer.
And then that's when we waited for 5-10 minutes until the boat came around. And when they came around, we were able to get her into an inflatable boat, and that's where we were able to deliver the people that were on the boat, including the elderly lady.
Really, it was just response mode. Just, we have a job to do. Let's do the job to the best of our ability and help as many people as we can.
One of the moments that you can be proud of, where it's like, hey, we were in a position and provided the opportunity to directly impact people's lives in a positive way. Do I feel proud? Yeah. It was one of those things that you sign up for this job to actually get to do, that we don't get to do every day.
It felt good being able to help the people, but also it kind of gave me a sense of sadness just thinking about everything they've lost.
It was amazing to watch, to see how great we all pull together in huge times of stress.
The danger that the rescuers put themselves in to save life and limb of the public is something that everyone should tip their hat to.
Grab it! Grab the rope! Grab it!